guys, it's Sarah. I feel like I haven't made a video in so long, which is so weird because it's only been a few days. I mean, I posted like yesterday, but I haven't made this type of video in like 3 days. Which when you think about it, that's not really a lot of time, but it's weird for this fandom. Usually we have a lot of stuff going on, but these past few days, nothing has really gone on, which is really eerie. In my last video, I was saying we're probably gonna get a lot of Eleanor bullshit this week, but to be honest, we really didn't. So I have no idea what the purpose of Louis' always you tweet was, but regardless of what it meant, it made us all die. So anyway, here's the latest news that's been happening in the past couple days. I'm gonna start off with Louis' music. So as I might have said in my last video, Louis has mentioned that he wants to come out with a second single, like he's still working on it. But now there's been some more news that Louis created a publishing company. So this says, Louis created the publishing company LT Publishing. Louis is the owner and director, and Dan Deacon, his stepdad, is the second director. And here's some more about it briefly. This says the artists that have their own publishing usually have a deal with a larger publisher to plug their songs, but in that case, the larger publisher earns a smaller percentage of any sales they make, and they don't control the use of the song. There is obviously more information in that post, but I'm not gonna read it all, so if you guys want to, just pause the video. I will say it again, I'm so proud of Louis, and not just Louis, but all the boys of One Direction. They're not just artists, they're not just singers. They are owning their own companies, networking, and just really expanding. And personally, I think the break was the best thing for them. Also, speaking of Louis' music, there was this song going around Twitter and people thought it was Louis' new song, but it wasn't. So the song that people thought was Louis' is called Always You. And obviously the person named it that because of Louis' recent Twitter and Instagram activity. So they tried to make it more convincing. And plus guys, this isn't real because if you guys look at the YouTube channel, it says Louis Tomlinson Vivo, but it only has 937 subscribers. It's not a legit account, obviously. And also guys, I'm pretty sure this song is by Junior Prom. The lead singer of that group sounds exactly like Louis. The thing is, people do this all the time in the fandom. There's this guy named Bobby Andanov or whatever his name is, and he sounds exactly like Harry, and people will say it's Harry's new song, but it's not him at all. So even though these artists sound like Louis or sound like Harry, it doesn't mean it's them. I'm pretty sure if it was them, they would have sent out their own tweet, and Louis did not send out a tweet. Plus guys, if it was real, it'd be trending #1, there'd be articles about it, it'd be all over, like you would know because the fandom would be exploding. Speaking of Louis though, we've been getting a lot of good articles about him recently, and that is really surprising because all the articles that we've been getting are about Eleanor, like Louis and Eleanor are getting together, blah blah blah. I mentioned it in my other video. But we got an article from Yahoo News saying Louis Tomlinson's Always in My Heart tweet to Harry Styles passes 2 million retweets. And then we got this article saying Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson dating, Ed Sheeran confirmed Larry wedding, happened 4 years ago, Eleanor Calder's boyfriend revealed One Direction reunion possible. Now, that was too much in one headline. I know it's probably clickbait, but that's like everything that I want to come true. Also guys, speaking of Ed Sheeran, there was a new interview that came out with him, and he said, I have a friend who likes guys, and he is a guy, and we just had a coming out party for him, and I got him like a dildo. I know Ed Sheeran has other friends aside from Harry, and I know he probably has more gay friends aside from Harry, that's if Harry is gay. But to be honest guys, when I was listening to him saying this, all I could picture was Harry. I feel like Ed Sheeran was talking about Harry Styles. I don't know if that's a reach. Maybe this is just wishful thinking or a bias. But guys, just listen to this clip of Ed Sheeran talking and just imagine him talking about Harry or Louis, but I'm pretty sure more Harry.
A friend of mine who likes men, who is a man, was having his birthday, and I filmed a video for his birthday and bought a load of things from Amsterdam shops and said
not groceries, right?
And it was meant to be like a joke video, like I filmed it being like, hey, my present is I'm coming out of the closet and here's a massive dildo kind of thing.
Of course, we know these videos.
We know these videos, and yeah, it was one of those, you know those like apple things that you put in your mouth? And I put that, and as soon as I put it in, I was like, oh, I don't know where this has been, and now I'm ill.
Damn. So yeah, I have no idea who he was talking about. Ed Sheeran didn't really specify a name, he kept it private. None of the interviewers really pressed about it. So we'll never know until he says anything. But if you guys know, please put it down in the comments, but I'm hoping it's Harry. As you guys guys know, on this channel, I always talk about Harry and Louis stuff because that's where all the drama comes from. But I really never talk about Niall. But guess what? You're in luck today because there is some recent news about Niall and I'm happy to talk about it. So Niall recently posted this on his Instagram and it says, "Recently I received my first plaque for this town alongside the people who make it easy for me to do what I love. Ash, Michelle, Richard, and Steve. When Ash and Steve heard the songs I've been writing, they immediately believed in the project and what I was trying to do. When I released This Town, I wasn't expecting it to go on the run it has done, and now we're here with a plaque, and it's all because of you guys. Thank you for buying and streaming and liking the song. It really does mean a lot to me." I don't know how many times I can say I am proud of these boys. Damn. I mean, leave it to One Direction to be on break, but being more successful than what they were. And that's saying a lot. One Direction can be on break and win awards, and they can still gain fame while they're on break. And then Niall tweeted, "Had a meeting today with my team to sort out my diary for the year. I'm coming for you." So I'm not really sure what Niall means by diary of the year or like I'm coming for ya. People might think he's coming back because I'm pretty sure it might mean he's coming out with more music. If you guys know, please leave it down in the comments. And now on to news about Cheryl. So obviously all of you should know that Cheryl's pregnant. Like, it's not a conspiracy theory anymore. It's not us being like, oh, I think Cheryl's pregnant. And I don't care if you guys think that Liam's not the dad or if he is. And I will say this again, I know I've said this before, but this will not be a Babygate 2.0. The whole Liam and Cheryl thing will not be anything like a Louis and Brianna thing. It won't escalate like that. To be honest, I'm pretty sure no one will care. The media won't even be focused on that. I'm sure there won't be as much attention on it. But Daily Mail says, Cheryl made a very public declaration that she's expecting her first child with Liam Payne as she cradled her huge bump in a campaign shot for the Princess Trust and L'Oreal Paris collaboration. The former X Factor judge has previously refused to comment that she and her One Direction boyfriend were expecting a baby, although she had been pictured at the event with a noticeable bump on display. So here's the picture of Cheryl that they chose for their article, and it's not fake, this is a real picture. And someone did a side-by-side of Brianna and her bump and then Cheryl. So guys, I don't know if this is a biased opinion or not, but Cheryl's stomach looks actually pregnant, and if you compare this with Brianna's stomach, don't they both look a little bit different? But then again, I feel really uncomfortable debating about this because I think all pregnant women look a little bit different. Their stomachs look different, you know, different body shapes. And plus, Freddie is a real baby. You can't deny he's not a real baby. But people are still debating whether Freddie is actually Brianna's or Louis'. I really don't want to go into the whole Brianna Babygate speculation in this video because I mean I've been doing that for a long time in my other videos, but all I'm gonna say is that it's just really shady that she even had a baby. The way Brianna acted and dressed and her whole general attitude when she was pregnant did not resemble a pregnant woman. But obviously, since you guys do watch my videos, you already know about that. I'm not really saying anything new. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the news today. I hope I didn't miss anything. And guys, just an FYI, I know there is a lot of Louis and Eleanor news that I haven't touched upon yet. Like, there's a ton of articles, but I don't really think it's necessary to put all of that in a video because there were so many posts saying the same thing, and it's all bullshit anyway. Like, I'm just tired of all that Eleanor stuff. Like, no, I don't think she's coming back. I don't think there's gonna be a Luinor, whatever their ship name is. They don't even deserve one. But I don't think there's gonna be a Luinor 2.0. Do you really expect Louis to break up with somebody while having all this Babygate drama and then go after his ex? No, that's absurd. The timeline does not match Louis Tomlinson's real self, which we know. If anything, Louis and Eleanor are probably just friends, if that. So no, I will not be reading any of those Eleanor and Louis speculation posts because I already have my view on it, you guys have yours, and I just think it's really unnecessary because it's just all bullshit. I mean, all that really happened was fans said they saw Louis and Eleanor hanging out and they were near a Starbucks. Oh wow, what a surprise, they were at a Starbucks. And to be honest, all I saw was one picture, so I don't even know how legit this is. But if you guys are true fans of Louis and true fans of Larry, you'll know that this is a stunt and we shouldn't believe it. And I think the best thing to do is just not draw that much attention to it, because I think that's what they're looking for, which is a bit ironic because I make videos on this stuff, so technically I'm bringing attention to it. Oops. But at the same time, I'm not going to make a big deal about it because I know there's not going to be an Eleanor 2.0. After Louis posted Always You, I was convinced that all this Eleanor extra stuff is bullshit. That was Louis trying to reassure us. And if you guys want more information about that Always You stuff, that was my last video, go check it out. But yeah, that's today's video. Sorry if it was very rambly, sorry if it was very all over the place and random. But yeah, I like making these videos, so I really wanted to make an update vlog. And I already said this on Twitter, but thank you guys so much for 17,000 subscribers. Like, I was literally at 15,000 maybe a week or two ago, and it's really weird and scary but cool how I'm just gaining so many subscribers like real quick. But anyway, like always, I make a video whenever I want, so like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
My honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy umby umpkin, you're my sweetie pie.